and don't carry on past that. But character building. There's a couple of times we wanted to go home, but I'm not sure we'd actually get out to go home, so we have no choice. Making us warm up on the grass because the indoor's being used for show jumping. So we're out here on the grass and the mud. We walk round in the stables for as long as we can until we have to come out. Yeah, lots of massage pads and rugs. You going? I was actually scared of horses when I was about 7. And then my 2 sisters had riding lessons, and a friend dragged me onto a little pony, and I got hooked from then. And it just so happened that the family that ran the riding school we were at, they ran the local games team in our pony club. So we got into games kind of from the start, and then someone from our pony club did MGA and invited me one time. And then, yeah, here we are. So, we did do a bit of everything when we were younger, but games just got, you couldn't do both. I had to pick between one or the other. Did you pick Rye anything?
No.
Like, everything like this is so cool. There's a saddle stirrup covers. Prince Philip started it. I should know the date, but I don't. Years ago, and as a sport for any kid on any pony to do, like you didn't have to have a big fancy pony that was expensive, anyone could do it. And that started in the pony club, but pony club games finishes at 15. So Norman Patrick, who's the founder of Mounted Games, set up an association for anyone to do, so you could carry it on after you were 15 basically, and you can now do it at any age. There's no upper age limit for games. I think the youngest you can be is 4, but then you can keep going until your body can't. I won the World Individuals as an under 12 in 2007, and then in the under 17s in 2011, and then last year me and Nessa were the reserve World Individual Champions. We also won the World Teams and the European Teams last year with England. And I've won world pairs twice as well. We managed to get to Sweden at the very beginning of the year for the Gothenburg Horse Show, which was a bit of a disaster in itself because Nessa unfortunately wasn't very well when we got there after an awful journey through the storms. So I had to borrow, luckily a lovely girl lent me a pony out there in Sweden. So we managed to do that in February and then came home. And then COVID hit and we didn't get any shows in. And then we started up in about August time. And we've had, to be fair, we've had a good few shows now and we've been very lucky we've been able to get out. It's quite difficult getting, I had a couple of novices that I'd planned to do the season on and compete with, but haven't been able to do that as much as I'd like to. I got one out last weekend, which was nice for the first time. And we still have a few more planned, weather permitting. We have the Home Internationals, which is a big competition coming up, so we're hoping that will run at the end of October, but that's up in Europe on grass, so we'll have to wait and see.
So
we're at Onley, in a lovely, muddy Onley. Having 4 lanes in the arena is quite difficult, and all the COVID rules makes it a bit more tricky in terms of watching and just everything in general. But we're just thankful to be out and doing stuff. But the weather has really ruined it. Yeah, so usually we do 3 qualifying sessions, 2 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday morning. And then depending on the size of the arena, but usually there's 7 or 8 lanes. And so the top 7 or 8 teams qualify for the A final, then the next 7 or 8, however many teams there are, qualify for the B final. But this weekend, because we're in a smaller arena, we can only fit 4 teams in. So it's a bit smaller than usual, but it's a Champions League qualifier. So what they've done is the top 8 teams qualify for the semi-finals, and we do 6 races in the semi-finals, so semi-final 1. So 4 teams do 1 race, and the next 4 teams do the same race. And then after 6 or 7 races it is, the top 4 teams then qualify for the final. And then the top 3 teams from that qualify for the Champions League next year in France, if it goes ahead. No, as you can see, she loves games really, but today she is just not game. Yesterday we were a little bit cold and had a few rodeos, and I'm a bit rubbish in the rain as well. Honestly, so from when we woke up, there was an individual competition going on at 10 o'clock last night, and it had not stopped the whole day. I was on about my third outfit, just completely wet through. Me and Mum have gone through 10 coats between us, and this is all I've got left. Last time we were here, we had use of the indoor to warm up, but obviously there's show jumping going on, and so usually we're fine riding on grass. Us games riders are pretty good, but it's a quagmire out there. It's actually like underneath water, so warming up is quite difficult. There's not an awful lot you can do. We've done a lot of walking, and we go out there to do a trot and a canter, but it's not what we'd like. It's not enough for what we'd like to do. And Nessa told me that in the ring, but she required more. So we needed party company, thankfully stayed on. She was cleaned on Friday, absolutely spotless. Literally 2 minutes in the warm up, and we are up to here. You can see everything's just covered in mud. Had a cold bath afterwards, which she wasn't too impressed about. This is Benji's borrowing her for the last year's basically. Sadly riding her better than we do. She's quite fast.
I thought Nessa was going to go splat in Bendy.
I know, okay, that was she was just tanking, and she knows it's cold.
So you're going to judge me if I dub this salad in mud?
Yeah, do you want me to help you?
I don't know what to do.
It's not our finest hour, but we survived. We're all in one piece. Did you enjoy yourself, Pete?
Yeah. Not my finest hour for sure, but yeah. Actually, it was kind of a bit of a new concept, really. They were doing it in and out, weren't they? Like a semi-final. At least we made the final, the top four. We had to do that first and then try and compete.